I would now like to invite Mr. Tijani Mohammed Bande, President of the UN General Assembly, to take the floor. Mr. President.
Of the Kingdom of Morocco, given its tradition of cultural and religious dialogue. And I'm very happy that the Secretary General and very eminent leaders of religious bodies around the world have joined us in this conversation. Excellencies, faith-based organizations and religious leaders play an important role in times of crisis. They provide hope to the hopeless. Faith has a unique place in our lives, particularly relating to how to treat others as we would like to be treated. In times of great anxiety, faith can be a significant source of comfort and country resilience. With the unprecedented threat of the COVID-19 pandemic and its devastating impact on communities and nations across the globe, religious leaders and faith-based organizations will play even greater roles in saving lives and mitigating the spread of the disease. During this time, Excellencies, we look up to them to share credible information and stand up against rumor, violence, and incitement of hate, and advocate for the needs of vulnerable populations. Excellencies, poverty levels have risen or have been estimated to rise by up to 500 million people, the worst in the past decades. Women and children, people with disability, the elderly, the marginalized, and the displaced are the ones who will suffer the most. Already, millions of children are losing access to education. More than 275 people have lost their lives, and the figure is by the day, sparing hardly any country. Our hearts mourn those who have departed. May their souls rest in peace. We need to turn the crisis into opportunity and build back better. An immediate global response is crucial, and we thank those who have given leadership and finances and other support during this crisis to others far less privileged. United Nations and its member states must mitigate the devastating effect of this pandemic on the lives of people as well as on their livelihoods. Unfortunately, there is no timeline to the end of this pandemic, and nobody knows when we can return to normalcy or what normalcy would look like, which means we have a lot of work ahead of us. When pandemics like this one occur, people demand explanations that cannot be given in. This outbreak has resulted in the spread of stigmatization and discriminatory action towards specific groups and communities. We must remember that the threat and the enemy is the virus, not the people or countries or their religions. Faith-based organizations and leaders equipped with courage and vision can play a unique role in bringing people together around the universal values of our humanity, of our common humanity. Oftentimes, they have helped as first responders and counselors, combating stigma, providing food assistance, and praying for the world and the policymakers. They are frequently in positions to advocate for social and legal change. The best of them have promoted solidarity within and between communities. They have used their moral authority to advocate for the empowerment of women, for giving access to education, for giving access to health facilities. They have, in short, been models for all of us. Excellencies, as COVID-related restrictions resulting in closing of churches, synagogues, and mosques worldwide has continued, many leaders have swiftly adapted and are taking faith online. They are actively engaging with youth in developing messages on social media, making them effective partners in our common efforts, raising awareness about preventive measures among their congregations. The United Nations acknowledges the importance of engaging with leaders and organizations doing this kind of good. I commend all such organizations for their and their leadership for their continuous effort to promote interfaith understanding and peaceful coexistence and issues related to sustainable development and climate action. This is needed now, and especially as well in the post-COVID world. Excellencies, as I continue the task of implementing my vision of the 74th session of the General Assembly regarding peace and security, poverty eradication and zero hunger, quality education and climate action and inclusion amidst COVID-19 pandemic, I trust that the urgency of the situation will force us to work even harder and more harmoniously together to confront our latest challenge yet. I'm convinced that we can rise to the occasion. I thank you.